I hope everyone was having a wonderful day, at least before you read this so-called apology letter that we got. Black Beacon just dropped a bombshell apology letter, but instead of calming the storm, it's got global players raging harder than ever. Did the devs just pour fuel on the fire? Stick around to find out why the community's calling this a total disaster and what it means for the game's future. Here's the tea. Black Beacon launched globally on April 10 and it was a mess. If I ever seen one, we got too many bugs and issues ranging from Google login bugs, stuttering gameplay, no PC client, you name it. Players were hyped for the launch of Black Beacon with its dope story and attractive characters and combat, but the launch, total chaos. To make up for it, the devs dropped a compensation code giving global players 30 standard pulls. Sounds nice, right? Except it expired in just 3 days, leaving tons of players out in the cold. Meanwhile, Chinese players got the VIP treatment for their smoother launch. 10 limited pulls, 20 standard pulls, and a 5-star selector. Global players were like, "Excuse me?" The community blew up on X and Reddit, accusing devs of favoring CN and treating global players like beta testers. Some even claimed the devs insulted global fans. The devs dropped an apology letter on April 30th, signed by Charles, head of global service. They said sorry for the buggy launch and promised fixes like working on the Google Play Games issue and a new story update in May. But here's the thing, they didn't even mention the CN compensation drama. No word on the 5-star selector global players missed out on, no new pulls, nothing. Players were hoping for an admission they messed up, but instead they got this vague, "We're sorry you're disappointed" line. No wonder the community's calling it a slap in the face. Here's the kicker. No new compensation codes, no 5-star selector, no matching CN's rewards. Players wanted action, not promises. Compare this to Wuthering Waves. Kuro Games fumbled their launch too, but they hooked everyone up with free pulls via in-game mail. And a fucking selector, Black Beacon? They're handing out excuses instead of lost time keys. The community's calling it a PR stunt, especially after reports of devs deleting critical comments on Facebook. Shady much, right? And that's not all. Whereas we got a 3-day time-gated code, CN players got 31 fucking days to claim those rewards, and they don't need a code because all those awesome rewards got dropped in their in-game mails. Now anyone with a brain would wonder, what the fuck is this? So they don't want to give global players any compensation at all? Because if they really felt sorry for their actions, they would 100% at least send the 30 pulls to our mail instead of giving us a 3-day code. So many people missed that code. Not everyone is active on social media to know that there is a majestic code out there. Why do this? Don't they want their own game to succeed? Is it higher-ups that are taking these shitty decisions? I'd love to know. The funny thing is, it literally took them more than 3 days to fix a few issues, and the so-called compensation code is just 3 days. It's ridiculous. I expected so much better from Black Beacon and the way the devs were talking their game, but I think either they don't have much control over what we get as compensation or they are really good actors. The thing is, I have been waiting to address this, a video on it, because I have no interest in shitting over the game I love. But now seeing that devs just don't give a shit kind of hurts. I was super excited for the launch. I literally was waiting for a month to start my YouTube channel because I wanted to start it with Black Beacon. And everything seemed great at first, but their favoritism over CN players is going to end up being very bad for this game. And listen, I know that there are a lot of issues to address, people to talk to. You got to have meetings to discuss these kind of things. Maybe the global Black Beacon team is communicating their thoughts with CN executives, but we don't know, and that's the problem. Because of loose promises, the global player base is feeling betrayed, and a lot of content creators are leaving the game because of that, which is even worse. This has literally become a game of dominoes at this point. The community is not having it. On X, players are done tweeting, CN got a selector. We get promises, uninstalled. Others are organizing with hashtags like #beacon_rewards, demanding the devs match CN's compensation. Reddit's gacha-gaming is a war zone. Threads with hundreds of upvotes are roasting the apology is empty words. Some players are even refunding purchases and tanking the game's App Store rating. A lot of posts that I saw on Twitter kept mentioning how it's not about the rewards but compensation. We can adjust on the rewards, but it's about how they are treating us. There is communication. They are not properly addressing it, and that's a big issue. People are holding off from spending on this game anymore just because of the uncertainty and how much of a difference there is in CN and global version. A few fans are holding out hope, praising the game's Mesopotamian lore and slick combat, but they're drowned out by the outrage. Posts on X say players are jumping ship to Tribe 9 or Wuthering Waves instead. One user summed it up: Glowhow had a banger game, but they're fumbling the bag. Will Black Beacon recover? Or is it game over? Personally, I really hope it recovers. And one more thing that I saw was people are unable to play game on emulators. What's that about? They don't want more people playing the game or something. If you can't release a PC client, what else are people going to do but use an emulator? What's wrong in that? I'm genuinely confused what's going on with Black Beacon. So, what's next for Black Beacon? The devs need to step up and fast. Players want a 5-star selector, limited pools, and a PC client. If Wuthering Waves could bounce back with generous rewards, Glowhow's got no excuse. But with players uninstalling and refunds rolling in, time's running out. What do you think? Can Black Beacon save itself, or is it doomed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one. Oh, and if you're still playing, subscribe to the channel. I'll still be making Black Beacon videos. Have a wonderful day, everyone.